I make it to the gate. It's about 7:30. I stand and wait for Senpai by the gate. It probably looks a little strange to the other students walking by, but I don't really care. Senpai doesn't show up. Yeah, I kind of figured that happened. The school gate is flooded with students as they arrive. There's only about 5 minutes before the gate closes, but Senpai still doesn't come. She might not come today. Yesterday I saw all that happened, so she might not come today or tomorrow or the day after. Thump. Ah. Thinking that, I feel a little faint. I shake my head to clear it of terrible thoughts. And then, someone pats me on the shoulder from behind. Yeah, I think I was right when I said, wait, no, because Tono-kun, what are you doing here? Why is it okay? The microphone has a fairly limited frequency range, so it might not sound as good, but like hearing it myself, that the Ciel voice is weirdly good, like concerningly good. like why can I do a female voice that well? Like I wish I had a better microphone so you could understand, because when I listen to it back in recording, it doesn't sound nearly as concerningly concerningly good. But yeah. I mean, this microphone is not bad either, by the way. Just, you know, you can only do so much with USB microphones compared to XLR. Senpai? Yes. Tono-kun? Yes? Senpai nods. Really? But yesterday you were... Oomph! Before I can finish, the senpai puts her hand over my mouth. Tono-kun, not here. Let's go behind the gymnasium. Senpai Wait, behind the gymnasium? Senpai, aren't you moving a little too fast? Senpai gives her usual smile as she keeps her hand over my mouth and pulls my arm. I try to tell her to stop, but I can't speak. She forcefully pulls me away. The school bell rings overhead. Homeroom has begun. Furthermore, no one else is around. Yes, no one can hear us. Senpai finally releases me. Jumping back, I face Senpai directly. We want to talk about last night, right? If there's anything you want to say, please go ahead, Tono-kun. Senpai speaks calmly, as if what happened last night wasn't a big deal. But it was a big deal for me. Her attitude right now makes me mad. So that really was you last night? Yes. Yes. I did say your name back then too, so it's impossible to hide it any longer. Yeah, I grit my teeth. I didn't expect an apology or anything, but still. But you said that wasn't you! Yeah, she lied. What wasn't? 3 nights ago! I asked if you were the one that helped me that night in the park, and you said it wasn't you. That was a lie. Succinctly. Senpai simply says so. Yeah, well, fair enough. A lie, senpai?
You didn't keep the promise we made. You told me you wouldn't go out at night anymore.
She stares at me. True. I started to feel like the bad guy all of a sudden, feeling guilty about what I did.
I made the promise with you, so something like this wouldn't happen. Is that how little a promise with me means to you, Tonokun? That makes me sad.
No, that's not it. About last night, I thought Arkwood was the one behind the Ciel killings, but that couldn't be right, so I went to ask her and... I tell her all about last night. Senpai listens to it all silently. How I met her accidentally, how she explained to me about the vampire in this city, how I teamed up with her to save the city, and everything up until now.
I understand. So you teamed up with her to defeat the vampire in this city. Right, Tonokun?
Oh, well, yeah, that's how it is.
I can't believe it. Tonokun. Tonokun, do you really believe in vampires?
What? She is not trying to do this right now. She is not trying to gaslight us into believing that that Arkwood was like fucking with us and made us kill her. There is no way. There is no way. What are you saying, senpai? Even she's not doing this right now. Even you're one of the church's extra. Senpai puts a finger on my lips.
Don't worry about me. Isn't the problem more about you, Tonokun?
Me? I don't have any problems. Well, other than your weird propensity for murder. But, you know,
You have no self-awareness, it seems.
Senpai gives a troubled sigh.
I have a question. How much did she tell you about?
How much? Well, only that a vampire in the city is in the city sucking people's blood.
So in other words, you don't know about her or this enemy she's after?
Well, I haven't heard about it.
I see. Then I will tell you about it.
Wow, it's amazing. Cheeky, why? You know about the supply?
Well, you know I am a member of the church, so of course I know that much.
Oh, that's right. God damn it, Shiki. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Why, man? That's not funny. I attempt to laugh it off.
Jeez. I'm trying to be serious here, so please pay attention.
I nod in assent. Huh? But isn't that a secret? Arkwood, she said you were all incredibly secretive.
Yes, it isn't really something to talk about, but today is special. There isn't anyone watching over us or anything, so as long as you don't tell anyone, that'll be okay.
What will happen if I tell someone about you, senpai?
Yes. I'll just do exactly what you're thinking of, Tonokun.
No, fair enough. The senpai gives that frightening response to smile. Yeah.
Well then, I'll keep it very simple. Tonokun, how much was explained to you about vampires?
Just about how there are two types and how dead apostles are the vampires that suck human blood. But I think I know what kind of monsters they are.
That's true. Tono-kun, you did actually defeat the vampire.
Haha, but you did help me at the very end, senpai.
Yes. I watched you annihilate Chaos. When I came, Chaos was already dying, though.
I'm surprised. Then senpai knows about my eyes?
It was terrible. That woman made you do such a thing. If she had a conceptual weapon to defeat Chaos, she should have used it herself. Tono-kun, after seeing your bloody body, I thought she'd punish her then and there. You too, Tono-kun. Even if you were given a weapon that can kill vampires, what were you thinking fighting that thing? Does she have a hold over your weakness or something?
No. Well, still looking so. Wait, did he not tell her about the fact that we murdered the Orchid? He said he told her everything, but. Still looking surprised. Senpai complains aloud. Senpai? What's this weapon that can kill vampires?
Tono-kun.
Hang on. For some reason, saying Tono-kun is a good way for me to get into the Ciel voice.
Tono-kun? What do you mean? I'm talking about that knife you have, Tono-kun. I guess she wouldn't tell you about it. It's not good for her either. Let's see. Tono-kun, let's see. Vampires have the ability to recover from most injuries they receive. With ordinary outside force, I mean normal weapons. With such things, you cannot cause wounds greater than the speed of their recovery. To kill a vampire, you need an outside force greater than their speed of recovery, or something that nullifies their ability to recover. This ability of theirs, the Curse of Restoration, actually isn't treating the wounds. Instead, it is a reversing of time to restore the damaged body part back to its original state. An occult artifact which nullifies this effect is called a conceptual weapon.
Senpai cheerfully says all these things. I can't understand too well.
In short, a magical weapon. We usually lift their curse looking into their human past, so we do not usually use them. But for those that were not originally human, we use them kind of like a secret weapon. Your knife, is it not an anti-vampire weapon she brought?
Eh?
Or is it a family treasure? But it would be strange for the Tono family to possess an anti-demon weapon.
Senpai ponders aloud. I don't know what she's thinking, but it seems she has no idea about my eyes. Senpai? Where did our conversation about vampires go? With a start, Senpai stops mumbling to herself. She smiles as if to hide her embarrassment. As usual, her personality is hard to understand. Let's get back to the main
subject. Please listen carefully, Tono-kun.
Yes, please keep it short.
It seems you already know about how there are true ancestors and the dead apostles. So it is very simple. The enemy she's after is a dead apostle nicknamed the Serpent. Tono-kun, among the dead apostles, he is considered a heretic, a special vampire. This vampire is not as strong as Chaos, whom you defeated. But he is more difficult an opponent to eliminate than this Chaos in a way, since he comes back to life even after he dies.
Senpai? Vampires are immortal, so isn't it natural for them to come back to life after dying?
You eliminated chaos, right? Even if they are vampires, if you destroy their body and soul, they will be vanquished. If you kill a vampire, they will die. But the serpent is a vampire who has conquered even this. Todokun, are you familiar with the cycle of reincarnation? It is part of Buddhist doctrine, so I would think Japanese would be quite familiar with it.
Yeah. It's that thing where when someone dies, they're reborn again as another human. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. In other words, the vampire named the serpent has made this cycle of reincarnation his own. That's what I mean when I say he comes back to life even after he's killed.
Reincarnation? You mean if he dies, he'll start over again as a baby?
Yes. While the serpent is alive, he chooses his next host, and when it's born, he transmits all of the information of his self. The serpent's information stays deep within the baby until it matures, or until it gains sufficient intelligence. As soon as that baby has the intelligence to succeed his self, the baby becomes a new vampire that is the serpent.
Wait a minute. What's that? Don't tell me that he does surgery on Alice and the mother or something like that. No.
No, it's not anything medical. Because the instant his body is destroyed, he reincarnates into the body he chose as his next host. I said all of his information earlier, but to say it simpler, think of it as his soul. It wouldn't be quite correct to say his soul propagates through the air and takes over someone's body, but it's similar to an electromagnetic wave. In this case, the human brain is what does the transmitting and the receiving. His exceptional point is that he took his soul, which is incalculable and something that disperses as soon as it leaves the envelope of the body, and processed it as something that can be transmitted.
Her words don't seem quite real. I do understand what she's saying. This serpent guy is reborn as a baby when he dies, and this baby turns into the serpent vampire when it becomes an adult, but if I believe your story, it means that he'll never die. It's not immortality, but it's worse than that. Being killed and reborn as someone else, that's like living forever.
Yes, exactly. It was 800 years ago when the serpent first became a dead apostle. Since then, the serpent has been reborn 17 times. Every time, Arkwood Brunstead has killed him.
Arkwood did?
Yes. To her, the serpent is a special vampire. Well, the serpent has a special meaning to me as well. But even if he dies, he would just be reborn. But even if he dies, he'll just be reborn, right? So, killing him over and over is pointless, isn't it? Yes. He is killed by her, reincarnates, and killed by her again. That cycle has repeated itself over and over. If Arkwood had the power to kill not the body, but the meaning, then this would probably not be happening.
Senpai looks down a little, and she seems to be gritting her teeth. I see what's going on here. I think I know exactly who Ciel is. Maybe not, literally, but I gotta buy, how many years? So see, it was said that the number 7 lived for a long time, right? Like they had some kind of like aging thing, didn't they? Or something along those lines, where she lived a lot longer than regular people. That was stated, right? I'm pretty sure it was. And so my guess would be she's probably, if not the daughter, like the great-granddaughter or great-great-granddaughter of that Narbarek chick. And probably Roa. That's why she has such an affinity for finding him. That's mentioned. Because she's directly related to him. Senpai looks down a little and she seems to be gritting her teeth. I don't know why. However, it seems that Senpai also has some grudge against the enemy, like Arquid does. A vampire that's reborn every time it's killed. That's Arquid's the Senpai's enemy. Senpai, this serpent guy, what kind of guy is he?
He was originally a man, but that can change depending on the body he reincarnates into.
The troublesome part of
this set of apostles is that they're all hard to find. Because he's probably born as a human baby and has parents. The serpent transforms into a vampire only when he reaches the age where he can do everything at a satisfactory level. Until then, that human shows no hint of being a vampire. But once the serpent awakens, he uses the relationships he gained until that time to blend perfectly into society. I heard that the church detects the serpent's presence usually after a whole town is turned into the dead.
I see. For example, if this serpent guy were reincarnated in me, he would live as Tonoshiki even after he becomes a serpent. Unless he makes a big mistake, he would be afraid to suck blood without people realizing it. That is scary. Of course, those around him are in danger too. But that human whom he reincarnated into, he would just disappear after maturing, right? One moment that person is living normally, and the next moment he suddenly turns into the serpent. That's very frightening.
Yes, but it isn't like two people sharing one body. The human baby is still the serpent. Depending on its environment, it's either a good or a bad person. But even that disappears the instant the serpent awakens. To sum it up, once the serpent dies, he is reborn into the next body, and once that body gains the intelligence, it gains the previous life's self and becomes a vampire.
That's strange. Even if he did reincarnate, that baby is still human. So even if it does gain the self of a previous life, the body should turn into a vampire, right?
Reincarnation isn't the transmitting of a personality, it is the transmission of a soul. So the personality differs every time depending on their families and upbringings. But the soul itself does not change. Once bitten by a true ancestor, not only is the body forever soiled, but the soul as well. What changes the body is the soul. The serpent transmits all his information called his soul. So when the serpent awakens, the body becomes one of a vampire, but... Yeah, but... As you said, just that's too weak. As you said, just that is too weak. So he selects his next host while he's alive. The family he's born into must meet 2 conditions. The first being one of wealth. Being born into a family of high social standing, property and money makes it easier to make the whole town into vampires later on. And there is another. This is the important one. But amongst normal people like us, there are also people that carry special powers. Not like magic, which is a mystic power that can be learned, but rather special abilities from birth. Such people are normally called demonic children or psychics. These special abilities are genetic, so they are inherited, passed on by blood. He chooses those families that have something not human in their lineages. A family with wealth and influence and inhuman power. Those are the requirements for his host.
This serpent vampire, he seems to be quite prepared.
Yes, since he's a serpent, he has a very slithering intellect.
Why? Ciel, why? There's something about this story I don't like.
Tono-kun? That was just a joke, but are you listening? Eh?
Yeah, it wasn't very funny. That was mean. Like, like it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, but that was a bit cold. Senpai goes quiet. Why do I have a rock in my pocket? Random just pebble. But I really don't feel like laughing right now. Why do I suddenly feel so down? But I understand now. That's our enemy, right, Senpai?
No. Arquid Brunstad's my enemy. There's no need for you to worry about the serpent, Tono-kun. So please don't go with Arquid any longer. Either I or that woman will destroy him. There's no need for you to face any danger.
Danger? Look, isn't just living in the city dangerous enough? True. You... Even Arquid are fighting. Even you, even Arquid are fighting to protect the city. So I can't overlook this either.
No. She isn't thinking about the city. She's only after the serpent for her own reasons. Tono-kun, the dead apostles were once human. There are 2 ways for them to become vampires. Either they would have their blood sucked by the true ancestors, who were originally born as vampires, or they changed their own bodies through their magical research in their quest for immortality. The serpent had his blood sucked by a true ancestor to become a dead apostle. Do you understand? The serpent was the victim of the true ancestors, a race beyond ours.
Senpai stares at me. Those emotionless eyes tell me what she's going to say next. Don't tell me that true ancestor was...
Arquid Brunstad, the royalty of the true ancestors who made her only mistake 800 years ago. She is the one who made the serpent.
Eh?
From the very beginning, the true ancestors were in existence far separated from ours. The dead apostles certainly are vampires that wield immense ability, but that ability is only an extension of human capacity. Because they have managed to attain a long life, they are able to develop their abilities, and manage to refine it to those super abilities as a result. In other words, anyone can develop abilities equal to the vampires if they have a long time.
Yeah, I think I've read that somewhere. They say immortality, but being a vampire isn't something that great. True.
But the true ancestors are different. From the moment they are born, they possess power beyond human comprehension. From the beginning, these true ancestors are in existence closer to the world than humans. We humans have flourished this much by isolating ourselves from nature. While we receive blessings from nature, we steal from it. Even if nature is destroyed, we will not be destroyed. We became the most superior race on this planet, probably because of this one sin only we humans carry. Whew. We can no longer be a part of nature. In its place, we have gained ways to even destroy nature, this whole planet. However, from the nature's perspective, this is evil. The world itself is a form of life, so it has the will to protect itself from us. But it does not have sense. So it creates a presence, separated from us, from nature like us, to remonstrate us.
Senpai is weird. Nature doesn't have a will of its own. Yeah, whatever you say, Shiki. Yeah, it can. But can it be that we just can't feel it? Nature, the earth, possesses a will. That's why it still exists and tries to stay beautiful. The problem isn't that we can't feel it. It's the standards of what nature thinks is beautiful and the standard of what humans believe is beautiful are the same.
An existence which the world created descends for it. These are what we usually call spirits. They are transcendental species existing on another plane different from the remaining spirits of animals in the present world. The true ancestors are on top of these spirits. They are born with the purpose to punish humans, so they only see humans as evil. Much as we think vampires who prey upon humans are evil, they view humans who prey upon nature as evil.
But that's funny. Then why can't they exist unless they feed on us humans, to the evil existence?
Humans are only enemies to the true ancestors. As a part of nature, no. As those whose power is linked to nature itself, their power has no limits. In the long history of the Church, there are only a few records of fighting against the true ancestors. They get their powers from the world itself. Therefore, in order to kill them, a conceptual weapon with the power to kill the world is needed. Of course, such a weapon does not exist. So that means their death cannot be caused by external factors.
Well, how about that? That night, she said in that hotel that if I had tried to kill her during nighttime, these eyes would not have been able to see her death. In other words, it means she cannot die.
Do you understand, Tono-kun? Awkward Brunstad is pursuing the serpent in order to recover her power he took away from her. It's not for the sake of any humans. I don't know why she's weakened now, but if she regains her power, she will not need your help, Tono-kun. When that happens, do you think she will let you leave safely?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good likelihood, yeah. Of course she would. Because she doesn't have any reason to hurt me.
She's a vampire. She isn't like the dead apostles who suck blood in order to prolong their own life. Look, Tono-kun. If the true ancestors didn't suck human blood, vampires would never exist in the first place. They can survive without sucking human blood, but they still do suck blood because they have the urge to do so, and make humans into an existence outside of human nature. I can't let some ordinary person like you be with her.
Why, you don't have to say. So, Senpai's talk ends like that. It might be because of my dizziness, but it seems like everything she's talking about is totally unrelated to me.
Tonokun. Tonokun, does that show you how dangerous she is?
Yeah, well, I get the gist.
So please don't cooperate with her anymore, okay?
I can't do that. I can't consent to what Senpai is saying. Because Senpai doesn't know Arkwid. She doesn't know how good of a person she is.
Tonokun.
Senpai groans. But even if she makes that face, I can't lie to myself. Sorry, Senpai. I also have my reasons, so I want to help her. It's true that I don't know what she'll do if I turn against her. But it's also true that I just can't leave her alone.
Please don't say stupid things. Tonokun, you're just a normal boy. So, you shouldn't do such dangerous things.
Yeah, I'm grateful for your concern. But there are some things I want to protect if I can. Such as the city, and my peaceful time with you at school, Senpai. Well, even though you ended up protecting me.
But it is just too dangerous. You were nearly dead when you fought with Chaos.
Isn't that alright? Besides, if Arkwid's really that strong, shouldn't defeating this serpent vampire be simple?
I'm telling you, she's the dangerous one. Please open your eyes already. She isn't human. You don't know when she'll suck blood. She's more of a monster than the dead apostles.
What? I know. I know that Senpai is really worried about me. But I can't allow those words. Just stop, Senpai. She isn't a monster. You shouldn't say those things when you haven't even talked to her.
That's true. She's a vampire. Please understand that.
No, it's wrong. Shiki. Look, Senpai, Arkwid doesn't suck blood. She told me herself, and I don't think she's lying. I don't know how these other true ancestors are, but Arkwid's different. Just her. She's definitely.
Definitely what? Look, even if she isn't dangerous, it's dangerous enough for you to fight. You can't recover from injuries like she can. If you get wounded, you'll die. But I can't forgive her, she knows this, and she still lets you fight. It's like she's just seeing you as a tool, Tonokun.
Senpai screams this last part. I know. I understand she's right. But because I understand, her voice annoys me. Oh. Shut up.
Tonokun?
Just shut up, Senpai. Arkwid doesn't see me as a tool at all. You don't know. You don't know anything about her. You just think she's some sort of monster, so you have no right to say any of that.
Please calm down. I know I don't know very much about her. But there's a possibility that she could be deceiving you.
Shut up! Weren't you the one deceiving me? He's got a point. Unlike you, Arkwid hasn't really lied to him. She's hidden things, yes, but never outright lied. So, you know, you don't really have the high ground here. Ah. Oh, crap. Why did I say that terrible thing? Senpai, I said too much, but I can't say it. Her expression looks very fragile, and it looks like it's going to break down the moment I say something.
You're right, you know. You're right now that you mention it.
Senpai?
Yes, that's right. I have been deceiving you, Tonokun. So there's no reason for you to believe me.
She suddenly smiles as if her previous expression never existed. Oh, there's no trace of it being faked. Even though it has to be fake. I can't see anything but a true smile.
I apologize for taking your time. Then I'll just disappear now.
No. Eh? The wind, and she literally disappears. Okay. The wind rushes by. In that very instant, Ciel Senpai disappears from right before my eyes. That could have gone better? Maybe? Possibly? It's now lunchtime. The room gets loud and my louder friend appears. Tono, where are you eating today? Wherever. I don't care if it's here or the cafeteria. Alrighty then, let's have some bread. If we're here, Senpai might come. I'll go buy some. Any requests? As long as it's not curry bread, then anything's fine. Oh, that's the milk. He's gonna give them curry bread and water. Okay. Arihiko walks out of the classroom happily. he got him some milk. Here you go. 2 curry breads and some milk. Thanks for waiting. Arihiko. I told him anything but curry bread, but I guess that had the opposite effect. I thank him and toss him some money. I start to chew on my curry bread. Hey Tono, did Senpai come? I shake my head no. Damn. Maybe she's in the cafeteria today. Arihiko, she won't come anymore. What? Did you get in a fight with her? That's not it, but she doesn't like me anymore. I'm sorry, Arihiko. If you see her, tell her I'm sorry. I really do feel it now that I mention it. I hurt her badly. She won't come see me ever again. What's this, Tono? Are you telling me sorry for asking her out without asking me? If that was the case, it'd be much better. Yeah, if it was sorry or goodbye, there'd be some hope left. Certainly, I think that was a pretty bad thing to say. But I'll just disappear? That's too much, right, Arihiko? I say this and put my head down on my desk. Classes are over. It's a Wednesday, so the rest of my classmates run out of the room as soon as classes end. It's a Wednesday like any other, but I don't feel like doing anything. Even if I went to the tea ceremony room, Ciel Senpai probably wouldn't be there. As lifeless as the dead, I go back to the mansion. Yeah.
Welcome back, Welcome back, Shiki-sama.
Hisui greets me as I get back to the mansion. Even though Hisui was waiting for me this whole time, I can't even bring myself to greet her and I make my way to my room.